Hi guys, I hope you're doing well. I'm Roman and you're watching You Tuesday Bro. So today I'm gonna give you 10 tips to help you settle down in any new country. So number 1, prepare your paperwork. That might seem obvious, but there is a lot of different things going on between the countries and depending on where you're living. So don't forget to check that everything is valid when you're coming and going abroad. You might need to take a look at your visa or your work permit. If you're going to a new country and you want to work there, you might need to check that and make sure they are valid at the moment. Fortunately, some companies are helping you to provide you with work permits and stuff, but not all of them do that. So make sure that everything is in order so you can just go freely when you're moving there. And if you don't have a job offer yet, don't worry, just check the links down below. Moving on to number 2, take a look at your bank accounts. Obviously moving abroad is going to cost you some money, so make sure that you've got everything at your disposition. You might not need and be in the red just by moving abroad. Take a look at your bank accounts, see if you can live there for 2, 3, 4 weeks depending on what you're looking for, and see if that's suitable in case something happens. You never know, so make sure that you've got enough and you're not going to be in trouble for that. It might also be a good time to take a look at online banks like Revolut or N26. It's online free bank, so it's not going to charge you anything when you're moving abroad, so might be a good option as well to think about. Going on with number 3, look at accommodations. You're going to find a lot of different offers, but depending on the countries, you might find some different paperwork. You might find also different deposits, because some are going to ask you for a lot of money at the beginning, so make sure you've got that. And some might not ask you anything, but just make sure that you've got everything in order, and you might not be surprised by the fact that they're asking for something and you weren't prepared, so you can't pay for it. To help you start with that, just look at the Facebook groups. There is a lot of Facebook groups, French people in Athens, Italian people in Budapest, so many different things like that that you can ask for, and you can find people in the same situation and giving you tips about that. Moving on with number 4, check your insurance. Of course, if you're a European citizen, you can ask for your European insurance health card, the blue one. Be careful, because some are valid for 1 year, 2 years, 3 or 5 years, depending on the country. So make sure yours is valid at least for 1 year when you're moving abroad, so you don't have any issues with that. Number 5, look out for flights. Obviously, there is a lot of websites comparing prices online and you can find basically anything. But if you're moving abroad, my take is that you've probably got a bit of more time than someone traveling for a weekend or whatever. So just take the time to look at flights that are maybe 1 or 2 stops that can save you a lot of money. If you're coming from France, you can go from France to Germany and come back to Portugal. That might be cheaper just to do France-Portugal. It's a bit longer, but at the end, if you can save a lot of money, that's always good to start in a new country afterwards. Number 6, pack and sell if necessary. Moving abroad might include you to let your apartment go or sell your house if necessary. And that also includes the whole stuff that's in it. So make sure you can handle it as early as possible, so you don't have to worry about that when the time of moving comes. Another tip for you is to not overpack, because when you're moving abroad, you have a tendency to take everything you can in the same bag and just take as many luggages as you can. Wrong. Just take the bare essentials for 2 or 3 months, and then afterwards you can still buy it on site. So just don't overpack and just take the essentials, and then the rest you're gonna figure it out on place. Number 7, network. Obviously, social medias are powerful tools nowadays, so just join Facebook groups that are dedicated to the place you're going. French people in Amsterdam, Italian people in Budapest, German people in Amsterdam. Whatever the country you're going to, you can find people that are in the same situation or were in the same situation that can give you any tips you want and help you figure it out when you're on place. And that's also a good thing to meet new people. Just gather with some people you don't know already but are the same nationality as yours, and that's a good start. That's a good way to start integrating in the country you're in. Number 8, be curious. Of course, you're in a new country and it might be scary in some places, but you want to discover things, you want to discover the culture, otherwise you're gonna stay in your apartment and you're not gonna enjoy it at all. Go outside, just go figure it out, go in bars, in cafes, in events or whatever, and just try to be as curious as possible so you can meet everything the country has to offer to you. And that's the best way you can find to discover a new place. And in case you really don't enjoy it, at least you tried and you know what it's about. You're just not staying in your apartment. That is not good. Number 9, download maps of your locations. So obviously smartphones can help you a lot with that, and just go for example on Google Street View and you can find places and you can find things to do when you're in a new country, in a new city. Another good app that you can use is maps.me. That's an app that you can mainly use offline, so you just don't have to worry about if you don't have any internet connection. You just go on that and you've got all your key points places of interest and so on that are directly offline and directly there on your smartphone. So just that you're good to go. Moving on to number 10, learn key phrases. Obviously you're in a new country, so that might be a different language and not all the people there are gonna speak English. So try to learn key phrases like hello, how are you, thank you, no thank you, do you speak English? And those key phrases are gonna help you a lot to start in the new country, and they're also gonna help you a lot with locals that might not be speaking English, as I said. So make sure you've learned those phrases beforehand so you don't have any problems and you can be at ease when someone is starting to talk to you. At least you've got some words and you're not totally lost in the country you're in. So that's it for me. I hope those 10 tips might help you in any way, and if you're moving abroad, I'm wishing you all the best. And don't forget to send us pics if you're moving abroad. We always love travel pics. So make sure you like, subscribe, whatever you're doing there. And also, I'm gonna see you next Tuesday then. Alright, peace, take care.